don't take. So the first way you fail is by not trying, right? So if you don't make that attempt, if you don't try, that's the first way you fail. Biggest way you fail. Probably one of the biggest reasons why, investors, mental investors, YouTube University investors, why they fail, because they just don't try. That would be number one. Number two, for the person that does make that attempt, or the people that make that attempt or try, I would say my opinion would be the team. They don't have the right team.
You ain't worth nothing.
You know what I mean? So, if you don't have the right team, and you don't, number three would be you don't do the proper research, right? You don't do your proper research.
Huge.
You kind of just jump into something. Sometimes people get involved with real estate thinking, hey, I got money. I could just throw money on top of money on top of money, fix a problem, make it work. It doesn't work like that. If at the end of the day, if you have, unlimited amount of funds or a limited amount of funds, a loss is a loss is a loss. There's no coming back from a loss. Right. So those would be I think I mentioned three, right? So one would be not trying, right? Not making that attempt. That would be the first biggest reason why you fail. The second one would be the team, or not the lack of a team, and then the lack of research. Those would be the three biggest reasons why I would say realtors fail in real estate. What about you, Jimmy?
Investors fail. Yeah, and that's know your market. It was basically the last one you were saying. Do research on your market. But with that being said, just Jerry, what would be ways that even if you want to add on and piggyback on that, that's fine. We can get go in depth. How real estate investors fail in real estate.
He said the team, and I agree with the team. You have to know what you're jumping into maintenance wise. Jumping in, not knowing if you have to pay for a roof. If you don't know, if you miss a roof, you miss a boiler, you miss a furnace, and then you put all your money in thinking that's it. And 2 days later, the contractor tells you you got to spend $15,000 on a roof.
Hey, oh, by the way,
you're correct. And I'll tell you
this already. Yeah, I bought it. It's great, isn't it? Yeah. You need a roof. So wait, hold on, sir. You're saying that after I purchased this, I'm finding out. I mean, you got to do your due diligence for sure.
Right.
Hey, do you remember when I mentioned to you that there's always what ifs?
Correct, and that's a big thing, because what ifs could really hurt your pockets. Yeah. So I would add on his maintenance, because he kind of hit the big things. You believe in these guys,
the spreadsheets that you get on the properties,
that they know what they're doing. So, and then after you get that, you're like, okay, I'm good, and then realize they missed something.
Yeah, it kind of falls back on that team.
Inspection is what you're speaking of.
Inspection,
home inspection. Yeah.
So the inspection, speaking of, and listen, you can have an inspector go in there, you can miss stuff. In my primary home, they miss stuff. And I go, and my wife and I, we sit back, after being in the house for a little while, go, how did he miss this? How? And then you start wondering, like, did the realtor know the inspector? Because you start doing that, then, because I don't understand how he could miss it. But, there's a human element to it. Right. So you got to understand that things get missed, and you're going to be the one to foot the bill when it's all said and done, when it does get caught.
I'll give you a prime example. We bought a property, and the inspector missed mold.
The inspector missed mold, you said?
Yeah, we missed mold, and the mold cost me $32,000 just to fix. Or the whole basement was gone.
Whew. So that can cripple somebody. So
and
that's
if you only have $32,000, that house is gone for you.
Not only can that cripple somebody, that can make you lose a deal, because if you find out after you're doing like a finance deal, your mortgage can completely back out on that deal, because they're not going to finance a property that's
no, this is after we purchased it.
And if you bought it all cash,
after we purchased it, we go.
Exactly. It's over for you. I mean, if you don't have those kind of reserves.
You got two choices. You sell as